Here's Porzingis. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Iguodala outside. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for this home ball club, they're one of those teams that people seem to underestimate. Not expecting to be this high on the list at this point in the year.
Here's Neto. Avdia kicks to Porzingis. That's tipped. It's stolen by Smith. It's over Avdia. Smith's shot is good.
Hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Outside Banks. Into the lane. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Low block shot on the way. Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Beal trying to break loose, and he gets the bucket.
Now, this is where Porzingis can do the most damage. 7'3". He's got the height. He's going to shoot over just about anybody in the league.
It's up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points for the Magician. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards.
Get ready for the Dick Squad!
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Richards is checked in. Thomas Bryant comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kispert's checked in for Avdia. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Raul Neto. Kispert dishes to Beal. Thomas outside. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile One block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
.158 left to play in the first. Here's Kispert.
Iguodala getting his hands up and extending the arms to challenge the shooter.
Outside Banks.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Team foul.
There's 138 left to play here in the first.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
outside Beal. 17-foot shot on the way. Thomas's shot is up. Outside Banks. On deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Banks has got 16 points.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Thomas with the ball. Now Smith defending. Thomas passes to Richards. Back to Thomas. The Wizards with another miss. Going inside Banks. Sinks the triple. Banks has got 19 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
From the baseline. The shot's good from Banks. He's got 21.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Kispert, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And big man Kristaps Porzingis not resting on his laurels. He describes what he does to get better in the offseason.
Just getting in that weight room and living in there.
And at 7'3", and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Thomas and Beal teaming up in the backcourt. Ryan is out there with Kispert, and it's Richards in at the 5. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Beal, coming off 31 points last game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. Let me remind the audience, Brent Barry, a winner of 2 titles with the Spurs. Brent, what's the secret sauce to winning a title?
Yeah, honestly, you got to have a superstar. And I was lucky enough to play with the great Hall of Famer Tim Duncan,
3 points,
along with Greg Popovich. You got to have a couple of those guys on your team in order to win a title.
Here's Banks. Oh, man. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big... apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Three-pointer, good on the triple. Points for the Magician.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
From about 16. Wow, way off on that.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And that one drops for him. Banks has got 34 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. From deep three-point range, knocks down the three ball. Banks has got 37.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Defense, the home team. Here's Thomas.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, stick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight. That's nice vision there. You see that patch, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Here's Banks driving inside.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Thomas. Kuzma. Castanedo. Avdia. To the right side. Thomas. It's a wide open look. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Banks kicks to Matthews. Banks against Porzingis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactics.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Kuzma passes to Thomas. Banks with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Beal checked in for Washington.
Bradley Beal.
.103 left to play in the first half. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Washington gets it back and a new 14. And here's Banks. Last time 45 points for him. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Porzingis kicks to Beal. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The shot's good from Banks.
Solid in the first. Fantastic here in the second. He was just waiting for the moment.
It's good. Beal's got 6 points.
And it's clear how confident Beal is. The closer he gets, the more his eyes light up trying to score.
A dominating first half of basketball. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And that should do it with the second half.